Yeah, here we go. Another video. This one's for here, not to go. No fast food, no junk food. Just coming to you straight with the nutritious, wholesome information that I'm consuming today so I can teach other people about what I learned in business and in life. So I'm about to break it down right now. Somehow bringing the message about branding and marketing. And I would say the thought for today would be marketing the brand. Or I would have to say that marketing is much more important when it is used primarily to market or draw attention to a brand instead of focusing primarily to draw attention or market a specific product. And yeah, this is, a business type topic. However, just like everything I'm really talking about, everything really ties together. Everything really, plays off of everything else. Concepts really kind of apply to everything, whether you're looking at a stock chart of ups and downs or whether you're looking at life's up and downs. It all really ties in, it all really plays together, and it's all correlated, just like markets, just like areas in life. So I'm going to break it down, right? Doing the topic for today, not tonight, so I can get it through, get it out, move on to the next topic after that. So, little preview of what the topic for today is going to be how important marketing is in the grand scheme of things. And again, this is not just for a business. This could be marketing for anything, whether it's like a personal brand. And even if it's a personal brand, I'm not even talking about it has to be a personal business brand. It could be a personal brand as far as getting a job. It could be a personal brand as far as relationships and links to other people. It could be personal brand as far as even just communicating with people. I mean, you could really simplify this to any area in life. I'm going to also talk about the difference between marketing a product and marketing a brand. I'm going to break down each individual section, whether it's marketing a product or a brand. Then going to really look more into marketing on a brand as far as some pieces of advice and information that I've learned that I would want to share with other people about the correct way to market a brand, why it's important, just generally things in that general area to generalize it. So anyway, looking at my personal experience with branding and marketing the brand, I would have to really break it down to all the different areas that I've marketed. I've marketed different products, and over the years I've realized so much how important it is to not focus on, marketing each specific product, but focusing on, at the end of the day, marketing a brand. And my personal brand really is helping people find freedom financially, helping people establish themselves as brands, helping people break out of the cycle of living through employment, having someone else tell you what to do every day, having someone else tell you how much money you can make, just that whole mindset. So, my brand is really to bring people together, help people find a better life, help people make money outside of what would be considered a job, help people make money through things that they would be doing anyway. So let's say that you just made like $10 million through the lottery or something, right? I mean, I would imagine most people will quit their jobs. Most people do. So let's say you were set on money. How would you spend your time? What would you do? And these are the things that you would want to think about, that you could make some kind of income to support yourself and your lifestyle through these things that you would be doing if money was already not an issue. So I realized that over time is how you build a brand. Building a brand is not like you just release a product So over time, what I'm trying to do is show people all the different areas of life and business, how they're connected, and build a sort of community of people, of a certain type of people. That's very important. Of people who have similar goals, are looking to collaborate, are looking to show other people how they've made it so that they can help other people make it. And really just like a culture shift, like building a culture within a culture where it seems that the primary objective and goal is for making money through doing work for somebody else. Because really at the end of the day, I feel like, making a lot of money is important. It makes your life a lot more interesting in most cases, a lot more fun and more comfortable. However, at the end of the day, enjoying yourself and having fun is more important than having a lot of money. That being said, I think it's important that branding comes before any individual thing. So even when I'm marketing an individual product, I'm keeping the brand in mind with everything I do and trying to convey the brand with everything I do. So getting into the rest of the preview, just real quick, looking at how important marketing really is for anything and everything, looking at the difference between marketing a product and marketing a brand, and kind of breaking down some tips about marketing a brand, how to be effective with it. So the first point, topic, thing that I'm going to get into is how important marketing really is. Marketing is so important. And I remember one of the first things that really helped me understand how important marketing was when I was learning about business and marketing and all that stuff, really, was that out of every activity that you do in a business, the one activity that brings in more revenue than any other activity is marketing, and this is by far. I mean, you could have the best product in the world, you could have the best service in the world, you could have the best employees, you could have, spend your time doing all that other stuff that is super important, but you're going to find out at the end of the day that if you're not able to market it efficiently, then it all doesn't matter. Because, I mean, think about it. Like, how do you get customers? Mainly marketing, right? I mean, even word of mouth is a form of marketing. So marketing is really how you're bringing the money into the business. So that really shows that, every single business owner should also be a marketer. Marketing should be something that should be studied continually, and this goes into the fact that anything can be marketed, not just a product. Like, you don't have to be or work for a business to market. Marketing is really kind of like a different area of psychology. So understanding marketing is understanding people. Understanding marketing is understanding the way people think. And this really, can apply to anything in life. So like I was saying before about marketing yourself, even if you don't have a business, even if you don't want to sell anything, even if you have goals that don't have anything to do with money, it's still very important to understand marketing, because the audience that I have, the audience that I'm trying to cultivate, consists of people who are trying to get it, people who are trying to do something with their life, people who are trying to improve themselves. Because at the end of the day, I mean, I don't really have time, nor the patience, nor the energy to try to tell someone that they should be, improving themselves. Like, I'm here for people who have already decided that this is what I want to do, there's a lot of resources out there for people who are stuck in life and who are, just not really trying to do anything, don't have any intention, just kind of doing nothing. But that's not really where I'm focused on. I'm focused on guiding people who are already made up their mind, made the decision that they're trying to improve themselves in some way, trying to move forward in life, trying to be progressive, trying to be conscious. So, if that's the goal of anybody, then you would want to market yourself, just in the sense of how you connect with other people. So, marketing is the most important for business. Marketing is one of the most important things a person can do for themselves if they're trying to improve themselves. And marketing really requires continual learning. Marketing changes a lot. Marketing evolves a lot over time. The stuff people used to market 10 years ago, most of that stuff doesn't really even apply today. Another thing I want to look at marketing is like a mindset that I see a lot of people have, and this is a mindset that marketing is a bad thing. That marketing is it's scammy or sketchy, or it's intended to trick people, and some marketing is. But I see so many people just not even want to have anything to do with marketing because they think that all marketing is sketchy, and this is simply not true. Like I said, marketing is understanding psychology, so it's understanding why people do things and why people make decisions. So you could use that technically in kind of like a bad way to deceive people. But I would advise against that, because at the end of the day, I feel like all that, whatever you put out, the energy you put out is going to come back to you. So, that stuff is bad news in my opinion. You can do whatever you want, but what I'm focused on is teaching people marketing that is beneficial for everybody, basically. That's good. So, that is why it is important to think of marketing as being beneficial. And when I hear people, they have a limiting belief that all marketing is bad. That's usually correct in some ways, like I'm saying, but at the end of the day, it stops them from understanding marketing and getting more into marketing. So scrape that from your mind. Realize that marketing can do a lot of good if you do it right, and that marketing is very beneficial. So yeah, if you believe that it's bad and it's not going to help you, then it's probably bad and it's probably not going to help you. If you believe that it can be good and it can benefit you, then that's probably going to be true. Basic law of attraction teaching on that one. So moving on to the next topic, I'm going to look at the difference between marketing a product and marketing a brand. So first, I'm going to look at marketing a product. And marketing a product is like marketing an individual product, like the stuff that you see on commercials for the most part, the stuff that you see on the internet for the most part. These like little $5, $10, $20 products that people market, stuff like that. And when you're marketing a product, just general marketing advice is really try to convey the benefits that the product is going to bring over the features that it has. So I don't know. Let's say you're marketing a basketball, right? Instead of saying like this basketball is the correct size and the correct aerodynamic shape and has grooves in it, makes it grippier and bounces the right amount and all that. What's gonna most times sell this basketball better than focusing on the features is the benefits that it'll bring. So it would be more important to speak on how this basketball is gonna elevate your basketball game, how this basketball is gonna allow you to start a game, to create a game out of nothing. Like, these are the things that are going to sell more. So that's just general marketing of a product. But what I'm saying is that a brand is more important. So before I get into how to market a brand, I want to just use an example that I've seen a lot of, and that's a lot of people that are, selling a single product on the internet. Maybe it's like a wallet that also has like some other feature to it, just something that's like an interesting product that you see. Well, I mean, think, let's say someone pours like $100,000 into marketing this product, right? And they're seeing a return of, maybe $120,000 in sales. So they're making like 20%. That's a pretty good profit margin from marketing, right? Well, at the end of the day, that product is going to go out of style. That product's most likely not going to be around. It's going to, if it is working at the beginning, it's going to get a lot of competitors, and over time, that cost of marketing is going to go up, and it's just going to reach a point over time where you're putting $1 in and you're getting $1 back out, and then over time it's going to get worse to where you're basically losing money to market something. So at the end of the day, you're going to have to repeat this process over and over, which is going to be profitable for a time, and then it's going to lose profit, and then you're going to have to find a new product. Well, if you're marketing a brand along with each of these products, if you're focusing on the brand, then each product that you market, each dollar that you pour into that individual product is going to build momentum for the brand in general. So you're going to be selling the brand more than the product, and people are going to become more aware of the brand, and it's going to get to a point where people are going to be buying something because of the brand more than the individual product, and the marketing cost is going to go down over time. You're going to need less marketing for each new product. So it's basically, more cost efficient, more energy efficient, more time efficient to be marketing the brand over the product. And looking at a brand, when you're marketing a brand, you want to be conveying the image that you want your brand to convey. So like the image that kind of like the benefits, kind of like what people think of when they think of whether you're marketing a person or a product or whatever. So I mean, think of other successful products like Coke or Pepsi. These sodas are trying to convey like refreshment, people being comfortable and happy, maybe like a vacation, like a beach or something like that, feeling good in general. So that's kind of like their brand's image. I mean, so also with the brand, you want to convey trust. This is super important, because when you have a brand, if you're doing something that is not legit, something that's shady, something that is gonna turn people off, they're gonna remember that and they're gonna associate it with your brand, and yeah, that's just bad news. Like, you really don't want that. That's one of the worst things that you could do, because once a brand is really associated with negative things, it's really, really difficult to revive that brand. And in most cases, it'd be better off to just start a brand new brand from scratch and not have to fight against all the negative momentum, which you see businesses do. What happens when they get 100, 200 bad reviews and only 5 good reviews on Google or Yelp or something like that, is most times they'll just change their name. The business will change their name so they can start over, so they can look fresh. But at the end of the day, a lot of people still realize that this is going on, and you can only do that so many times. So yeah, it's just best to always, with everything you do, be looking to provide value, not take value. People are going to pick up on that. Super important. So, this trust is super important. The next thing I would say with a brand is community. Building a brand is also building a community. Building a brand is a great way to build a specific type of community. So through your brand, you can convey the people that you want in your community and the people that you don't want. And that's very important, because a lot of time with marketing, people are just trying to get everybody on board with something, and that's really not the way to go. Uh, whether it's a personal thing or a business thing, marketing and branding should get rid of the people that you don't want effectively. And when you get more and more into marketing, you can learn more about analytics and you can be more precise on the type of people that are responding to your marketing efforts and stuff like that. You know, that's definitely another topic for another day. If you want to learn more about that, let me know in the comments. But yeah, you want to build the right type of community, you know, and when you start building the right type of community, it just grows exponentially from there. So it's super important, even in the beginning, when people start coming in, that you're kind of you know, analyzing who these people are and do they fit with your overall brand and the overall message and all that. So yeah, it really comes down to community, finding the right people, and this kind of leads into whatever it is, whether it's like a personal thing or a business thing, being more of a brand and not the product. So yeah, this ties into everything. Just be the brand. Don't try to be the product. Better way to explain this would be to, it's a personal situation. Let's just say you're applying for a job, which I would advise against. But if that's your goal, then that's cool. If you're totally aware that you don't have to work for somebody else and you still want to do that, I have no problem with that. And you would want to effectively brand yourself to the right place, because when you're trying to show off all your skills and everything like that, you know, to every business that you're applying for, they're going to see you as your skill set. However, when you're branding yourself to a business, they're going to see you as a type of person, and either that's a type of person that business wants, or that's a type of person that business does not want working for them. So right away, when you're focusing on the brand, you're weeding out a lot of businesses that wouldn't want to have anything to do with you if they would have just seen a list of skills that you have. And that is going to save you a lot of time at the end of the day, a lot of effort, a lot of energy. So yeah, that's why it's super important to be the brand and not the product. So, you know, I just want to say again that the focus of everything here is really providing value to other people, whether it's customers or followers or whatever. You know, it's just providing value. Like, how can you provide value? That's what you're focused on, not marketing where you're thinking like, how can I get value from these people? No, it's how can I provide value. The best marketing nowadays is not so much of telling people about a product or a service or a brand really, but it's educating people. It's teaching people something they didn't know before. It's showing people how this is going to benefit them. Stuff like that. Well, kind of like the last topic I really want to get into is how brands should really convey the niche or topic that you're focused on. And brands really help to be number one in a niche. So a niche is basically like a topic. And really for business and most areas of personal branding, it makes sense to make the niche as specific as possible when you're starting out. So like what I would mean is, you know, like a niche might be, going back to basketball, a niche might be people who play basketball. Okay, well, if you want to break that niche down, you could say people who play basketball in America. If you want to break that niche down even farther, you could say men who play basketball in America. And then you can see where I'm going with this. You can really break that niche down. You could even start a niche and break it down and say, like, combine two niches. So anyways, without going too off topic, the brand should convey the niche in the way that it's presented. Like when people hear the theme song or see the logo, it should kind of bring certain images to their mind. You know, like, just think of the main ones like Coke and Pepsi, kind of what I was talking before, refreshment. You know, Coca-Cola's got the polar bears, you know, pool, stuff like that. So, overall, branding will help you dominate the niche. You want to be the number one brand in the niche. Like, that should be the goal. Whatever the niche is, the top brand in that niche is going to make considerably more money, have considerably more followers, subscribers, whatever it is, than the number two brand. In most cases, when you think of the number one brand in a niche, it pops in your mind pretty quick. But then you try to think of the number two, and it can take a while. Sometimes people can't even think of the number two because the number one has branded themselves so well that's all a person has in their brain is just that number one. So that's pretty much bringing an end of the thought for today. I would have to say that go ahead and smash up the like button. Go ahead and comment, leave any questions, anything you want to know about, as always. And go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. One last thing is I've finished up the platform for the group, putting a group together so people can collaborate better. And it's going to be on Discord. I'm going to leave the link in the video. So, as with everything, stay up, stay focused, stay motivated, stay hungry, and have a great day. Out.